Disc golf courses are like highways. There's typically one main route designated to get you to your destination. The beauty of the game is to find alternative ways to drive. You may discover that there are better routes right there in front of you.
Welcome to La Mirada, deep in the game.
The sidearm was a key to my success and my first major victory in 2006. I'm going to teach you the proper sidearm technique to take your game to the next level. The sidearm, or the forehand throw, is a natural throwing motion used in other sports. That's why you typically see beginners and children pick up that kind of throwing style first. There are many different advantages to throwing a sidearm, such as open up the fairway to the right side. It's very hard to get a turnover to carry over to the right side of the fairway, but it's a natural spin and a natural finish of the sidearm that'll take you over the right side, giving you more potential to birdie and a better advantage on the course. It's also a very efficient throw. You don't need a lot of power from a standstill throw because you utilize a lot of your body, a lot of your hips when you throw the shot. So you can stand still for the most part and throw a very efficient shot. You can face the target the entire time. On a backhand throw, you turn and turn away. On a sidearm, you can sit there and face the target as you throw the shot. Also, you can get a nice low release on a shot as you're trying to throw a skip shot or a low tunnel shot through some trees. So for the sidearm throwing style, there are three main grips. There's a split grip, the stack grip, and the power grip. The split grip is great for putter and mid-range shots, real technical little approaches to the green. The stack grip, on the other hand, is a grip that's widely used by many sidearm throwers. Good power, good control, but this is my favorite grip, is the actual power grip. Good control and much more power, and it actually increases your spin and generates a lot more power as you're trying to drive the disc. Thumb on top, I try to place where the flight plate meets the rim. Nice dense spot, good thumb pressure. Two fingers on the front edge, actually keep the disc in your hand and keep a nice firm grip. These drop out of the way when you're ready to release the shot. Sidearm arm swing, it's a very fluid motion from back to front. The sidearm's a shorter reach back because you're not extending your arm fully. You have kind of a tucked elbow here as you're going to drive your elbow through and reach to the extension point and the hit point of the release. On the tee pad, I square up to the line of release or intended flight path. Square my body up. I take one medium step with the left, slight turn with the hips. As I lean back and rotate back, loading my hips, I take one medium step with the right, turning fully hips, trying to load the hips, get some power from my body. The last step, final step, plant foot with my left. Large step as I lean forward, driving my legs and driving my hips forward into the final release of the disc. Let's go deeper into the game and bring it all together. Now for the first part, you're reaching back on the arm swing. Reaching back, swinging back, extending. Not too far because the elbow is still slightly bent, keeping the disc flat. As you're coming through, driving the legs on the very last plant foot, you're driving the elbow through and keeping it close to the body. This is where you gain a lot of power by keeping the disc close to the body. Too far away from the body, you're gonna lose distance and lose power. Keeping the arm parallel, keeping the forearm parallel to the ground and keeping the perpendicular to your body as you kind of almost do a karate chop, extending forward. This is the hit point. This is where you really want to accelerate through the shot and give a tremendous acceleration, extending forward, releasing the shot. Hit point and snap is very key. The wrist, a little bit of movement, not a full curl, but a nice solid pop at the very end of the shot. The sidearm is a very touchy shot and you need extremely good timing as you're coming through. The backhand, you can get away with a lot of timing. The sidearm, super touchy, really concentrate on the hit point, really concentrate on the middle finger and release shot through. And now we are the most critical part of the sidearm throw, which is the follow through. You're extending so much energy, exerting so much energy in a shot. As you're extending forward, on the shorter shots, you want to extend your arm. On the longer shots, you're going to bring your arm through and stepping forward with your right leg. This unloads all the momentum that your body builds up into one forward straight line as you're trying to hit your line. But you really want to commit to the angle of the shot as you're pulling through, keeping your palm to the sky and extending forward with your palm to the sky. Any wrist rotation or wrist roll could cause a disc to turn over or even roll on a sidearm shot. So really commit to that line, commit to that angle, and commit to keeping your palm to the sky as you follow through and extend. The sidearm is a very complex throwing style. Here are a few common mistakes that people make when trying to throw a sidearm. First off, throwing the shot and rolling the wrist. Rolling the wrist will cause an errant shot over the left side and even cause a sidearm roller. Really commit to keeping the palm to the sky. Next, nose up. Throwing nose up at the very end of your release, it's a very low release. And when you're trying to throw the shot, pulling up at the very end, causing the nose up, the disc to carry up, stall, and hyzer out to the right side. Next is not tucking the elbow. By not tucking the elbow, you're bringing your disc farther away from your body. Loss of power, loss of accuracy. Always want to tuck your elbow. Being a right-handed thrower, the sidearm allows me to open up the right side of the fairway. I throw stable to overstable drivers that have the tendency to finish off to the right side. I throw the PD and the PD2 in Discmania disc line because of the overstable finish and the long distance on a sidearm throw. Learn to throw shorter shots when trying to learn the sidearm. Throw little approach shots with your putter, your mid-range, and then start gauging it a little longer, maybe trying to even throw a tee shot on some of the shorter holes until you get the mechanics down to throw the longer sidearms. Guarantee that you learn a sidearm, it'll shave strokes off your rounds and take your game to the next level. 3 key points of sidearm driving. Tuck your elbow, keeping the disc close to your body in order to produce power throughout the throwing motion. Palm to the sky. Commit to the line by following through with your palm up to reduce rolling your wrist and turning the disc over. Firm grip. Concentrate on spinning the disc off your middle finger during the release to maintain accuracy and control.